Hi guys, you're welcome back to my channel. This is Ajulam once again. Thank you so much for stopping by, and if this is your first time of checking out my channel, please do subscribe and turn on the bell notification so that you get to know anytime I upload a new video. So for today's tutorial, I'm going to share with you how to make a ball gown with flaky sleeve for a 2-year-old baby girl. So if you're interested, let's get down to work. Starting with the bodice length, which is 8 inches. As you can see, I have my line. This is my starting point. So this is 8 inches here, but I will add 1 inch for my seam, making it 9 inches. Okay, so I'll just mark that out and I'll connect it to a straight line. For this dress, I'm going to rush it because it's the same thing I've been sharing with you with my other videos. The difference is just that the sleeve is different. So I'll be rushing this. So the shoulder measurement is 8.75 and half of that is this. I'll just fold my tape like this, and that is half of 8.75. So I'll mark it here. Then I'll come down by ½ inch, which is the shoulder slope. You should be familiar with this by now if you've been following my tutorials. So now the neck width is 2.5, which is here. So this is 2.5. So I'll connect these lines together. Okay. So here the armhole is 3.75, which is here. Okay. I'll fix in the shoulder, half of the shoulder. Okay, and I'll connect. Okay, so now this is the chest line. Okay, so the neck depth I'll be using 2 inches, which is here, and I'll connect. Here you can actually give it any shape you want, okay, but I'll be using this shape. Okay, so now the chest measurement. Okay, before that I'll check what I have here, and half of that I'll fold my tape in two like this. Okay, so this is now the midpoint. I will come in by half. Okay, I'll make this 3/4, which is here. So now the chest measurement is 22. Half of that is 5.5. Then I'll connect. I'm marking this on the lining. Okay, so okay, so now I'll fix in the waist. The waist is 21, and half of that, sorry, 21 divided by 4, I'll have 5.25, which is here. So I'll connect, and we have the upper part ready. It's as simple as that. Okay, so now I will add in my 1 inch, remember, for my seam. Okay, so here it's ready. So now I will just cut it out. This is my starting point. All I have to do is just to remove my 1 inch for zip allowance. Okay, this is it. I'll just mark it down. Remember the length is 8 plus 1 inch for seam, making it 9, which is here. Okay, and I'll connect. So this is my zip allowance here. Okay, so now I will take the front piece and place it over like this. Okay, yeah, I'm using this because I want this shape to also be at the back. Okay, please, if you're hearing any noise, please ignore. Some people are doing a walk here. Okay, so now here I will just come up by half. You know, this is the back, so I'll just come up by half inch here and I'll connect. Then I'll just cut it exactly like this. Okay, so this is the half. All right, so I'll just cut it and join it to this point here, and it's as simple and easy as that. Okay, so here now I have the front and the back ready. Okay, so now I'll just take this and place it on my fabric and I'll cut it out. Okay, so but before that, here for the back, okay, here I'll come up by 3/4 inch. Okay, because the front and back is not always the same shape, so I will just cut it and meet up this point here. Okay, so just cut it like this. You should be familiar with this by now. Okay, so here is the back. Open it up. So now let me place it on my fabric and cut it out. What I'll be using. Okay, so I have I think this is up to 22. Okay, so I have 23 inches like this. So now I'll just fold over. Okay, I'll fold it over like this, but it's up to you. You can also fold the other way around as if you're making a 360 flay. Okay, but I don't have enough net for this, so that's why I'm folding it like this. So now I'll mark out, I'll fold this into 3 places because I'll be making it, I want it to be very thick. Okay, so let me just fold it into 3 places before I mark. Okay, I've done that. Now the length for this down part is 14 inches. Okay, so I'll mark out 14 inches here. Actually it should be 13.5, but half inch here now is for the same, making it 14. So I'll mark it out here. Okay, then now I'll check what I have from this point to this point here. Here I have 8, so I'll rotate the 8 round like this. Okay, so I'll just connect it. I hope you can see the lines. Okay, so from that line now, I'll now mark out the remaining 14 all round. and it's just as simple as that. So I will now cut it out. So this is the back is ready. Sorry, the down part is ready. As you can see, I've gathered it now. So the next thing is to take the upper part, and I will join the shoulders together. As you can see, I've pinned it with the satin already. So I'll just join these two shoulders together. Okay, and I will do the same on the lining. I'll join the shoulders together. Okay, let me just do that first. So this is what I have after stitching the shoulders together. Okay, so now I'll open it up like this, and I'll take the lining and place it over. Okay, I'll just place it over like this, and I will sew only the neckline. Okay, so I'll just sew only the neckline, then I'll leave the armhole area because that is where I'll be fixing in, putting in the sleeve. Okay, so let me just run the neckline first. And so as you can see, I only close up the neckline, leaving the armhole area open. So this is where I'll be fixing in the sleeve, okay, before we close it. So now for the sleeve, I'll be using my net. Okay, so I'll be making it 4 inches. Okay, and the length is up to you, depend on how fluffy or how full or thick you want it. So I'll be using 4 inches. I need to reduce this. So I have 4 inches here. I will just join all together, and I'll now use my gather stitch to run it. Okay, so after sewing and gathering it, this is what I have. So now I will now take the upper parts, that armhole that I left open, and I will open it up like this. Okay, so now I'll be using this. I'll first and foremost, I'll pin it. Okay, as you can see, I folded into 2 because I really want it to be full. So I will start pinning. I will leave, remember here I added 1 inch for seam, so I will start on that 1 inch. That's where I will now pin it from. I don't know if you understand what I'm trying to say. So I'll just pin it now, leaving the 1 inch. I'll just pin it all the way down, and I'll also leave the 1 inch here as well. Okay, let me just pin it first. Okay, I have pinned it. So now is to use the lining now. As you can see, you just fold this, then you take your lining and fold over like this, making sure that this net is inside. Okay, this is the area that is a little difficult. Okay, so you just join it with this other side together like this. Okay, and you sew. When doing this, you need to take your time, okay, so that you don't join this area as you're sewing it. Okay, then you just sew. I will just take it now to my sewing machine, and I'll just sew it down to that area and this area as well. Okay, let me just do that and show you first. So this is it. Okay, as you can see, I've sewn it. So now I'll give it a little notch. Okay, be careful when doing this so that you don't end up spoiling it. Okay, so I'll just give a little notch here and there. Then I'll now turn it over. Okay, so now I'll turn it over. Like I said, when you're doing this, you take your time. If not, you end up spoiling it. Okay, you don't rush while sewing this. Okay. Start turning it over. Okay, this is the back, this is the front. So now I will give it a good press. Okay, so I'll do the same thing on the other side of the sleeve. Okay, this is it. By the time we iron it, it will relax a bit. Okay, so now I'll do the same on the other side, and I'll close up the dress, and then I will show you the final look. Actually, this is the main tutorial for today, which is to know how to fix or do this kind of sleeve. Okay, so let me just close up the rest of the dress and I'll show you the final look. I have done the second one, so now it's time to close it up. Like I said earlier, the main purpose of this tutorial is to show you how to fix this kind of sleeve on the dress. So I will just close it up, you know, the normal way. If you've been following my videos, you should be familiar with this by now. So I will close the sides together and I will join the down parts with my lining, and then I will show you the final look of the dress. Okay, so let me just do that quickly. The final look of the dress, as you can see, the sleeve is looking so beautiful. For the back, that is for the zip, you can check my video on how to fix an invisible zip and you will get to see this. And for the way I closed up the whole dress, you can check out my other videos like how to make a party dress for a year-old baby girl, and you see how to do all that. So guys, that is it for today. I'll see you on the next one. Please subscribe if you have not. Bye.